John, you asked for, or should I say you challenged your side for a full 80-minute performance and to show some consistency, and I think they ticked every box this afternoon.
Yeah, they were really good today. I'd like to take my hat off to them because I thought their application defensively was outstanding, but I thought they also executed offensively, and our end of sets were really good, and we just built pressure. I feel a little for Widnes because they played on Wednesday and they were very committed to getting into the semi-final of the 1895 Cup, and obviously what it does, I don't care what you say, it drains your energy, but again the challenge to the players was to take advantage of the situation and start strong, start up tempo, play quick, and they did that. And in all honesty, they got the game won in the first half hour, and they could enjoy the rest of the game, and they really did. But the play that I was most pleased about was the one down in this corner here when, I don't know, the 50-odd nil up, and they're still scrambling about and committing themselves to stop Widnes scoring. So really pleased about that. And we've nilled Batley here. How many games ago was that? Was that 2 games ago or whatever? So we've nilled Batley here, then we've nilled Widnes here. So that's just what we want with our home games. So really pleased for the players.
Have they surprised you this afternoon with that performance, John?
No. I think we're getting better. People don't realise how many injuries we've had, and and because we haven't harped on about them, we've said that might be a reason for some displays that weren't perhaps our standard, but we've never ever used it as an excuse, and we won't now. But we're getting some key players back at vital times, and that's what's happened today. And we look a different team with Joe Keys and Jordan Lilly at half-back because they really are good team half-backs, and they're committed to what we want to achieve, and obviously you've seen the end result today.
Joe Keys, a hat-trick and 30 points. John, are you surprised how it's all clicking? He's only his second game back?
Not really, because I think I've complimented the medical staff and the strength and conditioning staff before for how he's come back and how Jai Hitchcock has come back, and obviously we involve the players in discussions about tactics and what we want to try, principles of play, so that's easy to carry over, but it's the physical condition that they needed to get right with both Jai and Joe, and they have the medical and strength and conditioning staff, so that's big raps to them, and how they played today is big raps to them as well.
Obviously there was a weight in possession heavily in your favour. Did that affect how Mikey Wood only had 20 minutes or so, how you use the interchanges?
Yeah, it did, because obviously if you're going well and you've got all the ball and the players aren't looking fatigued in defence, you can leave it as it is, and Mikey didn't get much time, Sam didn't get much time, Sam Hallis, but obviously I was aware George he's suspended for the next 2 games, so we may as well empty his energy tank and keep some energy in Sam's tanks, because we've got a tough game coming up next week over in France.
Is there any injury news on Ross Peltier who appeared to roll his ankle?
No, it was his knee. Yeah, he opened up his knee ligament. So again, we'll have to wait and see, whether he's okay. And I think Steve Crossley might be hoping he's missing for a week or 2, because after how the middle unit played today, they played really well. So it'll be tough to get back in.
Matty Staunton, was he just rested, John?
Yes, he was. Yeah, because Matty Garside's returned to the team, showing good form. Liam Farrell's, well, I just forget about him. I just name him in team and expect him to do what he does and forget about him, and he does it week in, week out. And I think that's a great way to have, commemorate his 100th appearance, isn't it? It's a fair old game to play in when it's your 100th career appearance.
And good to see John Magrin and Callum Bustin, who perhaps have been on the fringes this season, John, getting game time and showing you that they can do it.
Well, it's not getting game time. I mean, what they've got to do is earn the place in the team, and if they keep playing like that, they'll earn the place in the team, and that's the challenge to them. There's no gimmicks for selection in the team. You've got to earn it. You've got to be playing well. And that's got to be done on a consistent basis. They've done it really well today. I'll challenge them now. They've got to back that up for next week against a really good Toulouse side.
In terms of the defence, John, what pleases you most? The 62 on the scoreboard, or the fact that, as you mentioned right at the end, they were still defending as if it was minute 1? Yeah,
well, that I thought that was the play of the game for me, because that's what we spoke about at half time. So obviously I'm delighted about the defence. If you're nilling a team, obviously other opportunities just open up because you win the energy battle, because you tend to start then dominating possession, dominating field position, and points opportunities just come up for you, and that's what's happened. So really pleased with what they've thrown up today.
You said about talking about an 80-minute performance. I mean, was that as close today as you've seen?
Yeah, it was. It was, yes. I was really pleased with what they dished up, and as I say, the focus was on starting strong, starting big, starting quick. They did that, and obviously we felt that the energy would drain from the opposition with their recent schedule, and I think that was demonstrated in bucket loads today.
You say the point of starting off so strongly. I mean, they looked very composed with the ball, didn't they? I mean, the first couple of sets were very. There was a real sort of purpose about them.
Yes, there was, yeah. And again, that's down to the spine of the team. You know, Brandon Pickersgill, we speak about Joe Keys and John Lerman. Brandon Pickersgill's just slotted in at the back again. He's obviously become very hungry again and wants to sort of cement his place in the team. And I think if he keeps playing that, it was a constant thorn in their defence with his support play, with his play around the back in shape. So he's had a cracker again as Brandon. So. And obviously at 9, Sam and George. I think George repaid the team a little for his, his brain explosion last week. And it's been a good afternoon. And it's one that they've worked for and one that they deserve. But again, we have to go again next week.
It must be another good thing to see, though. We've got places you mentioned all like George. You felt after what happened last week, he owed something, and Brandon Pickersgill, who had a fantastic season last year, found it a little bit tougher this year, and perhaps he's coming again now.
I would agree with you totally. I'd agree with you totally, and that's perhaps what's happened with Callum Bustin and John Magrin as well. You know, and what we've got to. It's not easy to get a shirt with this squad. It's not easy to get a shirt. So if you want to keep a shirt, you've got to play well, and that's how we're trying to make it with competition for places. And obviously, I think it's shown today that that's actually what's happening in the fullness of time. And once again, we're getting better, which is a really pleasing thing for me. And we're getting better at the right time of year.
I was going to say, set the bar nice and high going into that game next weekend.
It has, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a tough game. They've had a good win, I believe, today up at Barrow, which is a difficult place to go. So they'll be feeling confident about what they're doing as well. But we can go there and we can challenge them. I just hope somebody turns the sun out and it rains a bit to cool it down. But we'll worry about that in this week coming.
It's the reserves on Wednesday. John, is Joe Brown still likely to feature?
Yes, he will. Yes, he's very likely to feature. We'll obviously have to have a look because there's an under-19 game on Thursday as well. So we'll have to look at which bodies are available, etc., and see if we can go forward from that. But that's for the staff meeting tomorrow afternoon.
And in terms of this week preparation, I believe you fly up to Toulouse on Thursday.
No, I believe it's early Friday morning. I think. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So we'll only get half a night's sleep on Thursday, but so we'll have to make sure that they're tucked up in bed in the early part of the week, won't we? So but that's for us to worry about in the fullness of time.